Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Lizzie. Good to have you here. So today I'm super excited because I'm working on a dark client. I really feel so excited whenever I have a dark client. Their skin is one of the best to work on. So here with me today is my client, and she was referred to me by another client that I had worked on. I love it when I have good referrals. It just makes me feel so happy. So the first thing I did was to wipe off the dirt from her face using my Blossom Cosmetics micellar water, and I used my baby wipes to wipe all of that from her face. She was actually telling me that a while ago when she went to another makeup artist, that she used this particular face wipe that burnt her face, so her skin was not skinning as much as it would have. And I told her, wow, imagine if your skin were to glow more than this, what it would have been like. She was just blushing. I mean, her skin really looked so good, but she was telling me that this was not its best. Anyways, I went in with my Bomb MIS moisturizer just to hydrate the skin, to make it more lively and to hide the pores out. You know what a moisturizer does. And then I went in with my sweat block. I heard a lot of things that sweat block does not work, but girl, it works for me and I love it so much. So what I do is I just apply it on the T-zone areas and I am good to go. And then next up, I went in with my rose water setting spray, and this is just to lock up all the skin prep work that I had done. And then I went in with this highlighter. I'm sure that it was on the screen. I had to put it on the screen so that you guys can see the products that I used. And then I went in with this foundation from ZKL Cosmetics. I had to look for one of the darkest shades that I had, just so that my skin work would be good and so that it can blend well with her neck. So I made sure that my beauty blender was wet, it was damp, just so that when I'm applying the makeup on her face, it will apply generously. Like, I mean, it will just be smooth. The whole blending and everything will be so good on the face and it will sit well. So I had to make sure that my sponge was wet. And then all I did was just tap that foundation on her skin. I mean, look at that glow. Just tap it and make sure that it's blending well. At this point, the foundation was a bit lighter than her neck, but trust me guys, after the whole blending actually sat properly on her face. So I applied that underneath the eyes and then all over the face. And then I went in with this blush shade from Blossom Cosmetics and I just tapped that on her cheekbone like this. There's this particular makeup artist that I really love her work, and that is Beyonce. If you check her on Instagram, I mean, she's super good. She has been in the industry for so long, and I discovered lately that she uses pink blush. We were doing that a while ago, but we stopped and we switched to orange. But I discovered lately that she uses pink blush and it comes out so nice on her clients. So I decided to try it, and look at how nice that sat on this lady's face. I mean, look at how the blush just came out. It made the glow to actually pop. And then I went in with my concealer from Classic Cosmetics, and then I just applied a little amount of it underneath the eyes, the nose, the forehead, I mean the T-zone area. I mean, this whole work was just making me to be so like, I felt so happy. You can even hear it from the sound of my voice how happy I was with this particular look. And she was just hyping me up. You know, it was her first time and I was so excited that I was actually giving her what she wanted. Now, a little backstory. She said she had a very bad experience with one of her makeup artists and she was just looking for another, and I was referred to her. And oh my god, I was so happy. And at this point she was really loving the outcome of the makeup. So this is just me trying to chisel out her nose a little bit, just so that it can be pointed. I mean, it can look more obvious and, you know, pointed. So at this point I went in with powder, and this powder is from V Beauty Cosmetics. I love their products a lot. So I went in with my V Beauty brush, and I've been using this for quite some time. And in the areas where I contoured, where we have, you know, these dark shades all over her face, I went in with her exact shade of powder. And in the areas where I highlighted, I went in with a lighter shade of powder. I just made sure that everything blended properly with the neck and everything looked good. So this was me going in with this triangular sponge, just to, you know, enable me access underneath the eyes properly. So I applied my brown shade of powder underneath the eyes like this. I just tapped the product in, and this was what it looked like. I just applied that underneath the eyes and a little bit on the nose, and basically just make sure that everything looked good on her face. So at this point, this was just me trying to chisel out the nose still, just so that it looks good. And then I went in with my setting powder from Adventure Cosmetics, and I just applied this on her T-zone areas and allowed all of that to set properly. I did not do too much. This was actually like 3 tones or 4 tones lighter than that of her skin tone, because I wanted these areas to pop. So I went in with this setting powder using the same triangular sponge. I'm about to bite my tongue. Using the same triangular sponge that using the same triangular sponge that I had initially used underneath her eyes. I just tapped that and it looked good. So at this point the blush had cleaned up a little bit, so I went in with the pink shade of blush, but this one was powder. I really cannot remember the name, but I'm going to put it in the description box so that you guys can see. So I went in with this pink shade of powdered blush again, and then applied that on her cheekbone like this, the same area where we had initially applied the cream blush, and then a little bit on the nose, just to give me that colorful and blushy effect. Then I went in with a black shade of eyeliner from Carrot Cosmetics. Carrot is actually the bomb, and I've been using this for years, and it has always worked for me. I use it for my brows, I use it for eyes, I use it for lips. It's amazing. If you don't have Carrot Cosmetics, do try and get one. This is not a paid ad. This is just me telling you what works for me, and it's super good and long lasting. So underneath the eyes, I went in with the black shade of Carrot Cosmetics eyeliner. It comes in a black and a brown shade, and this was what I had. And then I went ahead to do her brows, and this is me using the V Beauty Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I just went in with a purple shade just to form the base like this, and just to give me that very clean and subtle effect. And I did the same thing for the other eye as well. And then for the outer corner of the crease area, I went in with a black shade of shadow. I believe that you guys can see the shades that I'm using in this particular video, because I tried as much as possible to make everything really visible. So these were the shades that I had used. And then I went in with my benign eye primer. It's really amazing. I mean, this eye primer is so good. It's actually worth every hype and worth every penny. I mean, benign is doing the Lord's work. Yes. Benign is doing the Lord's work. That primer is amazing. So I applied this on the crease area like this and blended everything properly, and this was what I had. Moving on, I went in with a pink shade of shadow. I just tapped that on the area where I had applied the eye primer. And this was what I had at this point. This was just me just trying to play with colors and just trying to make sure that everything actually looked good on her. She said she wanted the makeup to really look good to come out because she was going to wear a white dress, so she needed something really cool and glowy and something that was going to, you know, bring out her femininity. Yeah, so that feminine aspect, yeah, that was what she wanted. So I just had to play with some subtle colors, you know, some girly colors here and there. And then I went in with this pink shade of shimmer on my V Beauty eyeshadow palette still, and this was what I had. And then I had to go in with glitter again because I needed that eye to pop. I needed everything to pop really good. So I applied it on the second eye as well, and this was what I had, and I loved every aspect of it. So because I wanted the inner corner of the eye to pop, I went in with that pink shade of shimmer again from my eyeshadow palette, and then I repeated the same thing again. So whatever you do on one eye or on one part of the face, make sure that you repeat on the other part of the face. It just gives it that balance, and you know, it just makes the face to look the same, equal. Yep. So once that was done, I applied mascara because some eyeshadow must have fallen on her natural lashes, so you want that very clean look. So I went in with my Nuban mascara. This is the Sorosuke mascara. I just used that to dust out the excess eyeshadow that must have fallen on her natural lids. Repeated the same process on her lower lashes as well, and this was what we had at this point. So for her lips, I went in with a brown shade of Lippy. I applied that at the upper corner of her lip and at the lower part of her lip as well. And then I went in with a darker shade of Lippy again, just blended everything out properly. And then I applied a lighter shade of Lippy on her lower and her upper lips and blended everything out. I just made sure that everything looked good, and it actually made her skin tone pop. And then I also went in with a white shade of Lippy and asked her to smack her lips together just so that everything blends properly. And then once I was done blending and I saw that everything looked good, I went in with gloss. I mean, you know, gloss does the magic. It just gives it that natural and very nice glow. So at this point, I had to carve her brow, and then I went in with my eyelash glue. I just applied this on the eyelash like this, just so that everything can be intact and so that it will be easier for me to draw on. And then I went in with powder just so that everything can be matte. I just prepped the brow like this just so that it will also be dry and easy for me to work on. And then I went in with my Carite eyeliner, which is the brown shade and the black shade. I just mixed everything together because she's actually a dark skin client. And so I drew a thin line underneath the brow and another thin line at the top of the brow, and then connected it with the one underneath the brow. And then I went in with my pencil, my Davis brow pencil in the shade 0.03, and then I filled up the area where she does not really have enough hairs. And once that was done, I went ahead to conceal the brow. So guys, I went in with a lighter shade of concealer from ZK Cosmetics. This is about 4 tones lighter than that of her skin tone, and then I concealed underneath the brow like this just so that it can look more defined. And then I blended everything very well so that it looks good. So I repeated the same process with the top of the brow. I just concealed, making sure that everything is properly highlighted and it looks good. So once you're done, you don't just want to leave the brows like that. You want to make sure that everything is matte. So I went in with powder in the same shade of the concealer that I had used underneath the brow. So I went in with the same shade of powder. And then for her lashes, I went in with these simple lashes. Because her eyes are not so big, so I had to go in with really small length of lashes. and it actually brought this whole look together. I mean, it just made her eyes to pop and gave it that really nice definition. So at this point I went in with blush again, because trust me, I love blush and I always love it when my blush is obvious, although not too much, but I always love it when I have this colorful look on my client. But like I said, I don't do too much, so I had to dust off the excess setting powder and the powder on her face, and then I went in with my gold pigment from Avo Cosmetics, and I applied this on the cheekbone and underneath the brow, the jaw, the forehead, and the nose, basically on the T-zone areas, to give it that glow. I mean, my client was so happy. I loved this look so much. It looked so better physically than it actually did on camera. It was so good. So I went in with the silver shade of pigment again, just so that her eyes can pop, and you can see what that is doing on her eyes. It's giving it that shine, that glow. So right now I went in with my rose water setting spray again, just to lock the whole makeup, and then I went in with this So Pro setting spray to lock the whole makeup. She said her photo shoot was going to last long, so we needed something that was going to sustain her, and this was what we had. I loved the whole makeup. She loved it, and I loved every bit of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that you've learned one or two things from it. If you have, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and if you've not turned on your notification button, please do that, so that each time I post you get a notification and you'll be the first to know. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.